Hey guys, welcome back to playing the Elementalists. Chapter 19, your first year Pendergast comes to a close. Man, I can't believe it's the finale already. Man, I would love it if there was a second book, but I don't know what else could they do because the biggest thread is gone. So is there going to be like another thread, or will it focus on like some other stuff, some other kind of magic stuff? I don't know. We'll just have to see. Hey, Elementalist. Oh, coming at you now. Here we go now with the finale. Chapter 19, Daybreak. Alice, I'm sorry I couldn't protect you. Reach for Alice's hand. Me too. What happened? This is a bad dream. You awaken with a start in your dorm room, your face covered in cold sweat. Tim, I see Tim staring at you, licking your face enthusiastically. Tim, you're all healed. When you sip, you wince at the aches and pains from lance through your body, a firm reminder of what happened the night before. So it was Race's laboratory, the machine rape almost taking my and Alice's magic away. Alice, where are you? Will you relax? I'm right here. You look down and see him sprawled on the sleeping bag next to your bed. Are you okay? Alice's eyes widen at the worry in your voice. I'm solid, don't worry about me. I'm more worried about you. You look like hell. That sounds about right, but speak for yourself. If I look like hell, then you don't even want to know what you look like. Alice throws his head back and lets out a laugh, the voice clutching his side. You'll make me laugh, you ass hurts. Suddenly remember rescuing your friends, the lab collapsed around them, a panic jolts in your chest. What about the others? Did they make it out? I passed out before you did. I don't know any more than you do. I don't even know how we got back here. Tim hops out the bed to your door, where he croaks urgently at you. What's up, Tim? We have to find them. Come, Alice, come on. You and Alice limp to the door in a rush. You tear it open, heart hammering your chest. What if they're right outside? Do it. There they are. Your friends are seated around the counter, bruised and battered, but not enough to erase smiles that bloom on their face upon seeing you. You're okay. And so are you. You're awake. You're mobile. It's so good to see you out bed. Are you sure you're ready to be moving around? Do you need any help? Hee. Shrey gets to her feet, wiping her eyes. She sniffles. She opens her arms wide. Come here, you three. Actually, everybody come here. This calls for a group hug. You, Alice, and Tim are swept to the tightest, most well-deserved hug of your life. Please release me. I'm so glad you guys okay when Ray took you down. I thought we were just plain dead because we knew you'd be disappointed we beat Ray for you. Something like that. What happened after Alice and I passed out? How did we all get back here? Once I was feeling like myself again, I found Professor Contos and told him what happened. We went through the mirror and found you while Professor Contos rushed you, Alice, Professor Swan, and the others to the medical wing. We thought you and Alice would be more comfortable in the dorm, so we brought you both back here after the Manders healed your wounds. We woke up this morning completely disoriented with a headache to match, but not much worse for wear. It was actually pretty cool watching the Manders work. They even managed to stabilize Swan and bring her back to consciousness. Although her legs still, well, you know. Take a deep breath, shuddering breath, and try to block out the word that comes to your mind. The important thing is that we all made it out of here alive, and we have Asher to thank for that. I just did my part. Y'all did yours in that dreadful laboratory. She's right. This was a team effort when we pulled it off. Desmond, might I speak to you privately? Yes. You and Becca step aside from the group to get some privacy. Becca takes your hand, pressing it to his chest. Under your fingers, you could feel Becca's heart beating double time as though panicked. Becca, your heart. Your hand still pressed to Becca's chest. You lean up to give him a kiss and feel his heartbeat take on a steadier rhythm. I'm not always very good at showing you how much I care about you, Desmond. I recognize that. Hopefully my heart can show you how I feel where my words often cannot. I'm so glad you're okay. Read you loud and clear, Becca. Now let's get back to the others. Put Becca in for a quick hug before you rejoin your friends. Cute. You and the rest of your friends spend the next hour sitting in the common room, going over the details of the night before. I expect the raid to be powerful, but he killed Dean Jeff with the wave of his hand. At the mention of Dean's death, the room descends to silence. Dean Jeff was a great woman. She did a lot for the school. We were lucky to have her. How can you say that? Dean Jeff was a traitor. She endangered the whole school for her own selfish reasons. She was certainly a mystery. Mystery, it's not that hard to pull out. That one was selfish and cruel. And to top off all, she thinks she could send us on some kind of quest. You suddenly remember that locker Dean Jeff gave you and pull it out of your pocket. Tell your friends about Dean Jeff's request and they all look uneasy. That's a lot to ask of you, especially after she put you all through that. Last night we finally saw who Dean Jeff really was. And she was doing waist speeding. Doing what she thought was right, even worse than a match. I'm gonna say this. Because when it comes to family, like honestly, you are ready to move hell and earth. Like no lie, when it comes to family, just people are just ready to move the world, just move earth itself to go save them. I'm sure she's just trying to keep the girl in the locket safe, and in the end she died for her. It can seem like she died for a noble cause. Nothing could be further from the truth. Our parents died for us so we could do what we did last night. But she died for a madman, a murder. That's the difference. She was being manipulated, Alice. She wasn't in control of the situation. She can't have known things would end the way they did. There's plenty from last night left to unpack, but what matters most right now is that it's over. Everything's right. Rape is dead and gone. At the end of the day, that's all I care about. And all I care about is the roll in my stomach telling me it's time for breakfast. As if on cue, you're hit with a sun wave of exhaustion, your stomach grows slightly. Everyone's eyes settle on you. I think that's my body telling me that breakfast sounds amazing. Y'all let out a laugh of relief and begin making your way to the dining hall. As soon as you enter, you're bombarded by explosion, plus the whole school has gathered inside. There he is. First he was a championship game, then he says the word no biggie. Can I have an autograph? Tim records the volume of the plus line of squeak and surprise before vanishing to the ether. Oh, Tim. Well, this is more than a little overwhelming. Yeah, no kidding. The whole school knows about what happened last night, by the way. Obviously, but how? Whoops. You became a celebrity overnight. Not like my level of celebrity, but Kardashian tier at the very least, really. I'm famous now, that's awesome. I guess I'll get used to it. But I don't want all the attention. I mean, come on. It's about time I took my place in the spotlight. I suppose it was getting a little lonely up here at the top of the VIP list. I passed things. I didn't walk through hell for the applause at the end. Well, good luck with that. I'm not sure how much you'll be able to avoid your newfound celebrity. On your way to one of the tables, a familiar go-like vibrato calls out to you. Desmond, Alice, I'm glad to see the two of you up and about. Russell Contis makes his way over to your group as the applause dies down around you. He holds his hand out to Alice. It's a pleasure to meet you, Alice, and it's a relief that you're in one piece, like your brother. Yeah, great to be a whole. New Dean would like a word with you too. If you'll just follow me, please. Susan New Dean. Professor Contis leads you to the front of the dining hall. He shoots a concerned look over his shoulder. The two of you went through this immersive more than anyone should ever have to face it at your age. You kind of know, Professor. I don't think any of us could have predicted how things would turn out. So I must say, I'm quite impressed with how you handle yourself, young man. That goes for the both of you. Contis is right. Even I have to admit that the way you handled yourself last night was impressive. Did you just compliment me? Hey, we impressed Alice. Yes, begrudgingly. Despite being completely untrained, you were the total liability I thought you'd be. I figured that if I didn't pull my weight, you'd kill me and Rafe didn't. You're not wrong. I guess what I'm trying to say is even after such a short time, you're almost as skilled as me. Almost. Thanks, Alice. That means a lot, especially coming from you. Just as long as you don't expect this positive feedback shit to become a regular thing, don't worry. Wouldn't dream of it. When Esther found me and told me what happened, I was worried I was just going to lose my favorite student. But see now, there was no cause for alarm. You're not getting rid of me that easily, Professor. Hey, you know what I want to? I'm much too excited to see what you accomplish next year. On the other side of the hall, Professor Swan sits on the floating chair that gently bobs up and down. Dean Swan, this twins as requested. Dean Swan, you're the new dean? What? Please don't be so formal. It's not like I asked for this blasted position. Special Constance walks away with the laugh. You notice the blink of Dean Swan's lap covering her legs. Pressure your leg. No need to worry about that, Desmond. That's the magic of... She catches herself in the emotion of the two of you closer. Then she leans down to whisper to you both. The magic of blood match. My leg would be good as new with time. Just don't tell anyone I said so. But enough about me. I was actually hoping to speak to the two of you privately. How about we step outside for a moment? Please, I'll push your chair. In the hall, Dean Swan takes a deep breath before nodding at you both. Now that everything's out in the open, I think there are still a few missing pieces of the puzzle I should fill in. Oh yeah, that would be good, especially because I don't feel like everything's out in the open at all. Why did this happen to us? Surely after you were born, your parents began to hear rumors about Wave kidnapping and killing twins. Mother knew that you two were the twins he wanted, and she was determined to keep you from him. To throw him off your trail, your parents decided to split you up as babies, leaving you in the care of their trusted friends for college. Wait, back up. Ray said that we were special too, but what makes us different from all the other twins he killed? Because of the very specific conditions of your birth, Desmond was born a minute before midnight, while Alice was born a minute after. Wow. That made you, Desmond, a child of the sun, born before the darkest time of night, and made Alice a child of the moon, born after. Light and reflection, the two components of refraction, that's what Ray said in his lab. I used to ask my characters why he was after us, but they said they'll tell me when I was older. And then the why just stopped mattering to me. I had a brother I needed to protect, and that's all I care about. So even your foster parents didn't tell you the whole story. Honestly, we deserve to know more. We can't fault them. No, we need to know more. Hell, if I hadn't ended up at Prendergast, I would have been completely helpless when Ray found me. It doesn't make sense that with the literal twin murder on our trail, my foster parents didn't teach me to defend myself. You don't have to tell me twice. I don't know what they thought they were doing, but it wasn't protecting you. Parents went to face Ray, but when we lost contact with them, we assumed the worst. Characters was supposed to train you for when Ray come for you, but he disappeared and many thought he was gone for good. Foster parents decided to raise you tuneless, Desmond, in the hopes that you would never have to know about the horrors that await the dread. If anything ever went wrong, we could be sent to you here at Pendergast, where you keep us safe as the last resort. Ray killed my characters. I went to find you, Desmond. I tried to send us both to Pendergast through the mirror in your tuneless college suite. But something went wrong. You went to Pendergast, but I was trapped in the mirror dimension. Dean Swan nods, then looks at the ground, her eyes filling with sadness. When you showed up on campus, Desmond, I rolled you and made sure you had a place to stay. I assume your foster parents were dead. Are they dead? They're perfectly alive and well, but they agreed you were safest at Pendergast since something must have gone wrong for you to end up here. I didn't want to shock you with the whole story at once, so I tried to train you while keeping you safe, but that clearly didn't help. I still don't understand how Alice and I got that crazy part we used to be Rave. It was draining all of our magic out of us, but when the eclipse was complete, we were suddenly super powerful. How strange, but perhaps it was due to the timing of the event. The eclipse reached its peak at midnight. A mischievous hour. Ray's spell was set to complete right at midnight. Seeing something trigger a reversal of the effect right at the perfect moment. When our hands touched, the magical energies must have saw each other out, leaking some power that caused the machine to backfire. Suddenly a voice booms from inside the hall. Teacher, please, students, we're about to announce this year's award for top of the class. Now we better get back. The acting thing shouldn't miss a moment like this. You and Alice pushed Dean Swan's chair back into the dining hall. Return to your table just in time to see Professor England stride to the head of the dining hall, clearing his throat to get everyone's attention. As is tradition, it's time to recognize the most promising student at Pendergast for their academic accomplishment. It is thus with great pleasure that I announce the top of this year's freshman class. Becky Harrington, please come forward and accept your class medallion. What a surprise! And I was all set for my underdog victory. So if you really try, I bet you could give Becky a serious one for his money. I expected this might happen, but it feels gratifying all the same now if you excuse me. The dining hall erupts into applause as Becky rises to take the class medal from Purcell, England. So he gets a fancy dinner plate in exchange for good grades. That's dumb. Becca's happy, and that's what matters. He earned this. Becca returns to the table holding the class medal. Huge smile on his face. Shows the medal, Becca. I want to see how big it is close up. Here it is. It's certainly substantial. Ooh, so exciting! You worked hard for this. You deserve it. Oh yeah. That's my boy. You didn't place high enough for your class to earn the class medal. That's okay. I mean, I'm sure if I would have paid diamonds to do like extra credit and all that, I probably would have. At the class medallions award, the dining hall once more returns to normal, and that sounds a conversation fills the air. So I was wondering, Desmond, Alice, do you guys have summer plans now that you're both, aware of each other's existence? It would be fun to travel the magical or go camping, stay at home. Honestly, same. But right out of the way, we could finally afford to relax. I'm not so sure. I'm going to use this time to train. We shouldn't let our guard down so soon. Yeah, sure, I make time to train too. Just as soon as I caught up on the shows I've been missing, and you're helping me. What are you doing over the summer, Shreya? Well, in between binging tuneless TV shows, I got ideas for some spot products I've been dying to put together. I was going to get a head start on my reading list for my second year classes, but my family's dragging me to Hawaii. I want to come. I'll be studying too, so I'm doing fieldwork on Tornado Alley. For my major, I finally see some real storm drivers action. That's a great for you. Didn't survive a fight with Grave just so you could die in a stupid tornado over the summer, right? I stay out of trouble. My aunts are taking Abuelo C and I are on a cruise, so I'm going to eat, sunbathe, and scuba dive all summer. Going to cruise is so fun, though. I have to be content with just Penn Square, so I'll be running the store all summer. Wait, I know for a way to find out for sure where our summers will hold. So runs out of the buffet line, returns with a tray. He slams bowls down in front of each of you. Prophecies? Oh, Prophecies, I heard this. I've always wanted to watch them show me my future. Don't tell me you actually believe that a breakfast cereal can foretell the future. Oh, mine's moving, it says. He watches the letters the Shredder's bowl combine to form money. I already knew I was rich, so this feels like a complete waste. Mine's next, except storm warning. That doesn't sound good. Promise me you'll look out for tornadoes. Little mine says branch out. Perhaps I'll continue to improve my branching. I'm next in this ridiculous farce. Let's see, who are you? Did this bullet here just tell me to do some soul searching? Hogwash, complete nonsense. Alice is spelling something now. I return to look at Alice Bullet Prophecies. The letters begin to form a coherent message. Be what? Before Osaka could finish reading, Alice throws the spoon into the bowl, hopelessly scrambling the letters. No, Alice, what are you doing? Atlas! Well, I'm hungry, but it says I'm with Harrington. Where's the tin list for suckers? Whatever happens, I'll deal with it as it comes. You notice your bowl where the letters are beginning to drift into formation. I want to see what it says. Peering close at your bowl, you see the phrase no bounds floating amidst a jumble of letters. Alice lets out a snort of amusement. Critical message, if you ask me, and now you're serious, soggy. A small price to pay for now what the future holds. Well, I bet my fortune is especially detailed, considering how long it took to come together. The bated breath at the table looks at a zealous bowl of prophecy oats which slowly forms. Bucket list? I must have gone Becca's bowl on accident. Very funny. This morning continues, you and your friends take your time eating breakfast, enjoy each other's company. You're not going to finish your food, Griffin? That's not like you. No, I'm not finished. I'm saving room. I've heard about a tuneless food cart that rises to Penn Square at the end of every school year. I'm going to check it out after this. I'm sorry, did you just say tuneless food? It's like in no Yorba eggs, no dragonlings, just tuneless classes like, well, I guess we'll find out. I've always wanted to try marshmallows. No, that's... I hope they have some tuneless candies. I love jelly beans and gobsmackers especially. Oh, I love those too. Jelly beans, gobsmackers, I love tuneless food, but I never had those before. That's not what any of those are actually called, but I'll save that for another time. Baby steps. They have my favorite tuneless pizza rolls. I'm so down. Alright, let's go have breakfast number 2. Go to Penn Square will be the last chance to hang out with all your friends before the end of the semester. Nah. Wish it over, but I'm still feeling sore all over. I'm going to spend the afternoon relaxing instead. It may not be obvious, but all that's keeping me together right now is willpower and breakfast food. I didn't even think about how exhausted you would be after last night. You should take it easy, Desmond. After powering up, I should be ready for anything. That afternoon, you and your friends decided to take a walk around campus. I don't know if it's me or the nice weather, but this is the most relaxing day I've had in a long time. Turns out when you don't have a crazy madman pursuing you, you feel more relaxed. Who knew? I just feel relaxed when the weather's nice, when all the trees and flowers and grass are so happy. It's hard to be worried about anything. Timid reappears beside you with a pop and stretches out his whole body in the afternoon sun. Ayy. I guess even Tim needs to unwind this nice weather. I miss you. That's what I wanted to see. Turn to see Professor Contis making his way down the path. Professor Contis, you were looking for me? Do you need an island special order from the shop? Oh no, this is academic matter. The letters have already been mailed out, but since you're here, I might as well tell you. Is she going to be attending Pendergast? I'm excited to begin study at Pendergast as exchange student next year. If you have time, we can fill out the necessary paperwork. Your friends all loud cries of delight, and you can't help grinning at the shocked look on Asher's face. I'm really, oh my. Hey, congrats. Asher, congrats is a dream come true for you, isn't it? Asher wipes away a tear. All the flowers in her hair are in bloom. Yes, it really is. Instead of you getting better, it's going to be great having you on campus next year. Tim says congrats too. I'm so happy for you, Asher. Have you ever been to school before? Nope, at least not the way the tune defines school. How do you define school then? Well, woodmen share knowledge through their roots, so when I was up, I learned from the rooted wood elders. So I suppose you could say I was homeschooled. If you're ready, Miss Dew. Just a moment, please. Professor Desmond, can I talk to you alone for a minute? What's up? You asked to step beneath the arches of the outer hallway to get some privacy. Desmond, I want to take. I don't think I would have been able to do this without your encouragement. Of course you would have. You always wanted this. It was your hard work and dedication that got you here. Maybe, but you're the first person who really seemed to believe I could make it as exchange student. It made a big difference. Well, regardless of anything I did, this is your achievement. I'm just here to celebrate with you. Esther hugs you, her vines wrapping around her claw. Alright, let's get you back to Professor Contis. I don't want you to miss your meeting. Let's congratulate Esther, and she heads over Professor Contis, giving you all one last wave over her shoulder. I've never seen Esther so happy. Esther seems happy most of the time. I'm sorry to speak to her in an academic capacity. I read much of Woodland culture and philosophy, and it's fascinating. Well, why are you discussing now? I'll be taking notes as fashion choice. Woodland culture is in the future, I'm telling you. I'm just glad she'll be around more, and I bet she knows some cool spells she could teach us too. What do you think, Alice? Alice? Where is he? Notice that Alice has walked off his posture dejected. I'm gonna go check on. Give me a minute, guys. You tell Alice at this till he comes to stop inside the bridge heading towards the thief arena. You join him as he stares out over the water, his arms crossed, a vacant expression on his face. You doing alright? I'm fine. Aw, bro, do you want to come to Pendergast too? It's good to see us so happy, huh? All she ever wanted to be is a student at Pendergast. Yeah, it's really great. Aw, he's jealous. You know, Alice, after everything you've done for the school, I'm sure they'll let you stay on as a student if you ask. Maybe, but I'm not interested. This isn't really my thing. But Alice, think of the food. We could be roommates. You could teach me stuff. Why not? Teach you stuff like what? You could teach me moon magic for stars, or how to fight or disguise tactics, or what to eat in the woods, or... I learned a lot of that stuff on my own. I'm sure you can too. I don't know, I don't think I could stay. Why not? What do you mean you spent all this time trying to find me? Here I am. Why would you leave? Not everything's about you, you know. You hope your hands defensively Atlas sighs, his brow creasing in frustration. Sorry, I didn't mean to snap at you. Never been to school before. I've never been around this many people, and it's overwhelming. It makes me itchy. Takes a deep breath before continuing. Listen, Desmond, I'm glad you found your place here. I really am. I'm just not sure I can. Alice, I get that this is new for you. I just thought that after you found me, we would stay together. I think what Desmond is trying to say is that you're not alone anymore. Right, Desmond? Alice wheeled around to see that all your friends have joined you on the bridge. Did you hear all that? She ran back at Griffin as if all non-unison. Alice grunts and buries his face in a sense. You put your hand on his shoulder. Alice, you could always talk to me. You didn't just find me, you found us. Aw, that's cute. We're a package deal. Speak for yourselves. Maybe you'll get for our BOGO bargain, but I'm sold separately. Well, at least I got your own discount. Any brother Desmond is a pile in my books. Like or not, Alice, you have friends now. Don't worry, it was hard for me to wrap my head around too. I'm sure I'm going to regret saying this, but I'll also be lying if I say I didn't enjoy your company from time to time, so thanks. Oh, you smiled. Did Alice just say thanks? Don't get used to it. He softened his tone slightly. You're not giving me a lot to think about, so I'm going to go do that alone, which means don't follow me. I watch him head off and he let out a breath. I guess now we just wait and see what he decides. If there's one thing I know, it's that he'll decide what's best for him. I have a feeling we'll be seeing your brother around next year. In the meantime, I'm going to decide what's best for me, and that's taking a nap. Heck yeah! I was exhausted before breakfast, and now I'm exhausted and the food come. Oh, I know how that feels. See you later, Zell, sweet dreams. I don't have my hopes up for sweet dreams after last night, but honestly, I think I'm too tired to care. I'll see you guys later, okay? So it gives each of you a hug before hand off for the dorms. Oh, no, I should get going too. I left something in my Professor English classroom, so I'm going to go pop over there and pick it up before I leave for the summer. While you're there, can you keep an eye out for my copy of the Prendergast Compendium? It has my name written on the inside cover. Of course it does. Please no teasing. Things are hard enough as this. I never lost a book before, and I have to find it before I go home. Oh, you should try the lost and found. I don't really know how it works, but lost stuff tends to wind up there. Ooh, gotta charge this thing. Oh, okay. Suppose that's a suitable plan for the time being, though it would be more efficient to have help. Well, I've got no reason to go back inside for the rest of the term. I'm going for a swim. Swimming? Since when the Prendergast have a recreational pool? It doesn't. That's why I'm going to swim in the lake. Anybody whose game is invited to join me. How about you, Desmond? How are you spending your last hours on campus? This will be your last opportunity to spend quality time with one of your friends before the end of the school year. Honestly, I'm gonna spend it with Beckett. Sir, I'ma be with my boo-hoo. Come on, Beckett, let's go have some fun. As the rest of your friends wave and head off, you turn to Beckett, your arms crossed. Beckett Harrington, well, it's Prendergast Compendium. Are you ever allowed to show yourself in public? If we're quiet down, we should commence our search. I do hope you'll take this matter seriously. Oh, come on, you know you want me to come with you, so just say it. Well, thinking it one thing, but saying it's quite... Take Beckett's hand while rising onto your toes to press a kiss to his cheek. What was that? Couldn't hear you. Well, I suppose I was hoping to be graced for your company. Don't worry, I'll defend you from all the jeers and snide comments you'll get for losing your compendium. Oh, thank you. I don't know how I ever could get by. Beckett rolls his eyes, but you see his lips turn to a smirk before he turns away. He lays his fingers through yours and leads you to the main building. Cuties. Hey. Inside the lost and found, Becca begins digging through a nearby crate. You know, it's really not like you to lose something as poor as the compendium. Are you sure you didn't just, I don't know, leave it under your pillow or something? No, I checked there. Becca continues digging through the crate with an inscrutable expression. You plunge your hand in that's one and feel around for a book. Hey Becca, this book's moving, this book's blank. Do you really need a compendium? Hold up a leather-bound book that rises in your hands like a live armor. Its front and back covers are clamped shut with a lock. That's a scrapbook. It's like a paper shred that you have to feed a couple times per week. Well, it's more like a cross between a textbook and a bulldog. Scrapbook wrestles its way out of your hands and falls to the floor, where it hops uselessly in an attempt to reach a stack of books on a nearby shelf. Suddenly your hand brushes against the pages of a book. I think I found it. Grab hold of the book and begin to pull it loose from the pile. And not a scratch on it. You hand the book to Beckett, who holds it in his arms like a fragile creature. He looks up at you with a small smile. Thank you, Desmond. Once again, you helped me out of a less than enjoyable situation. Kiss your forehead and thanks. What would you do without me, Beckett Harrington? Well, get a lot more sleep for one. Wrap your arms around Beckett and press your lips to his. He holds your waist with one hand, deep in a kiss. Oh, I'm gonna miss... You smile as he kisses down your jaw, then takes his face in your hands and looks into his eyes. Getting sleep sounds a lot more boring than spending time with me. I admit that you're correct about that. Why don't we just do both? Could take a nap together. Claire's still looking around the room you're in. Now that I got my companion, I can admire the strange charm of this place. For some place so busy, it feels quite private. It sounds like you have something in your mind. It seems like the two of us finally have a moment to ourselves. His gaze always is arresting yours. He brings his lips close to yours, his voice dropping, his breath skimming over your mouth. I was thinking we could take advantage of that joy allude one-on-one time before the year is over. Don't tell me this is your ulterior motive all along. He took a bigger brush to his lips over yours, a shiver run up your spine. Just after everything we've been through in the last year, I don't want to waste this moment. And to be honest, you all I've been thinking about lately. Kiss you softly, but the desire in his eyes is unmistakable. So what do you say? Will you stay here with me for a while longer? So tempting. This is your last chance to hook up with... Wait, hook up? Like, hook up? Hook up? Last chance to hook up with Becca in book 1. Yeah, this is going to be a second book. Should I do it? I want to do it, but also kind of want to save my diamonds for AJ. You know what? No. Because I want to spend more time with AJ, though. You know what? No, I'm gonna save for AJ. Because we're still, like, in the beginning of our relationship with him, so I'm gonna save for AJ. You found your book after all, and I'm sure we weren't supposed to be here in the first place. Indeed, I'd rather not get a mark on my record the very last day of term. You and Becca leave the room, locking the door behind you. We'll have plenty more chance to, be one. In the second book, next morning, you and the rest of your friends are walking through campus for a final time before heading home for the summer. I can't believe this is our last day together until school starts again. Time sure flies when you're having fun. Or when you're too busy trying to stay alive to worry about what time it is. You're both right. Ravens and I have a ton of fun this year, and I have you all to thank for that. Glad to see we're finally getting some credit for making this year the highlight of your entire life. I'm gonna miss you guys. Who am I going to talk about Thief with? Pick me anytime you want to talk about Thief Grave. I'm your guy, day or night. I demand to be included in any and all discussions about Thief. I don't know much about Thief, but having someone to talk to about my research this summer will be mutually productive. You can tell me all about your research, Becky, as long as I get to make you read something fun for once, that is. There's always a catch. We'll expand my literary horizons. Summer is an excellent opportunity to develop one artistic taste, after all. And I'll spend the summer on the lookout for magical items that remind me of each of you. Ooh, can I get a magical wooden owl like the ones you have? Wait, scratch that. Can I get a magical wooden lizard? I'm sure Tim will love the extra company. I haven't seen a wooden lizard in a long time, so I'll keep an eye out. Becca falls back to walk beside your shoulder brushing against yours. I originally thought this, without you around the summer, I would finally be able to think clearly and focus on my research. But it's become increasingly apparent that your absence will make it nearly impossible to think of anything but you. So can I join you? Hope you can forgive me for getting in the way of your research. If it makes you feel any better, I'm not going to be able to get you out of my head either. Beck kissed you on the forehead, then on the lips, lingering there for a moment before withdrawing to look at you happily. It does make me feel just a little bit better. At the front of the group, you see Zell glancing at his watch and let out a cry of surprise. Oh crap, if we don't get to the mirror room soon, I'm going to be late, and if I'm late, Abuelo is going to kill me. You guys going to head, I'll catch you. I want to take a last look around the campus before we go. That's once the mirror room's wrong, you're a heck. If you're determined to embarrass yourself, then you're on. A friendly competition, is it? Ooh, people say I'm friendly, does that mean I win? Take your time, Desmond. These clowns will be eating my dust for hours after I win. The sound of your friend's voice disappearing into this, you look around the quad and let outside. I'm gonna miss this place. Me too. The ground begins to shake. The statue in the center nearly falls off its pedestal. Fog rolls in with terrifying speed. What's happening? Something's amiss. You barely keep your footing, waving your arms to remain standing as the earth continues to quake. Then your vision goes white. We're out like a light. You see craggy hills, trees swaying as the earth shakes. You hear a loud crack from deep beneath the ground. The vision is wrenched away in your left days. Without all the dishonest, you missed a sneak peek at book 2. Oh, what was that? The earth rumbles again, but the vision does return. That place must be where the earthquakes are coming from. Maybe if I could try to use my pre-science, I could get a glimpse of what's causing them. Use your pre-science to learn about these strange events and unlock a teaser for book 2. Nah, I'm good. I should strain myself, especially after the last couple of days. The earth gives Another shape we're finally going to still a feeling of unease settles in your stomach. Still, wherever it is, I have a bad feeling about it. Thanks for playing the Elementalists. More magic and mysteries await in the book 2. I can't wait! I'm so excited. Oh, this is seriously one of my favorite books. Well, that's it for the Elementalists. So I'll see you guys when book 2 comes out. So see you then. Bye-bye.